WTCR 2018 Race of Netherlands, Race 1. Yann Ehrlacher won an incident-packed Race 1 at WTCR Race of Netherlands as the WTCR FIA World Touring Car Cup presented by OSCARO entertained a large and enthusiastic crowd at Zandvoort on Sunday afternoon. The Frenchman took the lead at the start in his all-Yann Ehrlacher Münnich Motorsport Honda Civic Type RTCR, then held off and inspired Aurélien Comte in his DG Sport Compétition PEUGEOT 308 TCR in A. Race interrupted by a stoppage and a safety car period. It was still not perfect because it wasn't from pole position, but I am very happy, said a grinning Ehrlacher after the race. The team has worked very hard to be on top. The car seems to be one of the best in the field right now. A dramatic start allowed Ehrlacher to lead into the long turn one right-hander, Tarzan, while the HL pole position starter Rob Huff found himself swamped by those around him. He found himself running in third place, behind Comte, who had surprised everyone ahead of him to scorching from 7th on the grid to 2nd. The hold was long on the lights, explained Huff. The badge cars don't have the strongest of clutches. When it was released it was slipping like mad. The drama continued at the turn 3. Hugenholt's left-hander behind the paddock when Norbert Michels and WTCR points leader Yvonne Muller clashed. The pair were running side by side through the turn, then ran off the road on the exit. Muller's YMR Hyundai i30 MTCR ended up straddling the steel barrier, to the Frenchman's fury. With both cars needing to be recovered, the race was at first neutralized under a safety car, then inevitably red flag. It's a shame to break a car for 20th place, said Muller, who had started from a lowly P21. Crazy. I don't know why he did it. I'm focused on the car and if it can be repaired for tomorrow. The race restarted behind the safety car on lap 4, with Ehrlacher leading the way from Comte, Huff, Gordon Shedden Saudi in the boots and Ginian Racing Honda Benjamin Lessenes. The 18-year-old Belgian jumped the start from 5th on the grid, and immediately following the restart was called in to serve a drive-through penalty. He would eventually be classified P19. The top 4 were tied together over the following laps, until Ehrlacher managed to edge away at the front. Comte impressively held his own against experienced Britons Huff and Shedden, with Jean-Carl Vernet hovering just off the battle in P5. The safety car was called out on lap 11 after Fabrizio Giovanardi's team Mulsanne Alfa Romeo Giulietta TCR got on the grass during his battle with Zengo Motorsport's Joel Z. Sabo. The Italian ended up smashing into the wall on the outside of Hugenholtz. Once the car was cleared from the track, the race restarted again for a 2-lap dash to the flag. Comte was close to Ehrlacher at the restart, but the leader held his nerve to once again edge away for a deserved victory. Comte was delighted with his best WTCR finish, with Huff completing the podium despite heavy pressure from Shedden. The British Touring Car Championship convert made a move on Huff's Sebastian Loeb Racing Volkswagen Golf GTI TCR on lap 10, braking late to slide inside his countryman at Tarzan. The pair made slight contact mid-corner, with Huff powering out back ahead to keep hold of his third place. Vernet followed his teammate Shedden home, with just 2.440s separating the top 5 at the flag. Esteban Derrieri's all-Yann Ehrlacher Münnich Motorsport Honda finished P6, ahead of local hero Tom Coronel, who worked hard to hold off a long train of cars for his P7 points. The Dutchman reported chronic understeer in his Honda, but used all his experience of his home circuit to thwart the pack behind him. That was led by Mehdi Benani's Golf, who finished ahead of the Audis of Nathaniel Berthen and Aurélien Comte. There was further disappointment for early season pace-setter Gabriele Tarquini, who once again failed to score after his disaster at WTCR Race of Germany. The Italian pulled his BRC racing team Hyundai into the pits on lap 9 while running a lowly 22nd. Wildcard entry Prince Bernhard van Orange was in the thick of the action at the start, when his Bakoden Racing Audi jumped the lights from the back of the grid. After serving a drive-through penalty, he was classified in P21, one place behind teammate Michael Verhagen. Action resumes at WTCR Race of Netherlands on Monday morning, with the second qualifying session taking place at 08h30 local time, with races 2 and 3 running at 12h15 and 16h35 respectively.